When I was at school, I really wanted to do business. To be fair, I didn't really want to become an accountant, but I felt that that was the easiest way of learning about different types of businesses. I'm Des Gunewardena. I'm the founder and CEO and chairman of D&D London, which is a restaurant group with restaurants in London, in Manchester, Leeds, in Paris and New York. I studied economics and accounting at Bristol many, many decades ago and graduated in 1978. What we try to do, as we're doing here at Gloucester House, is to build individual restaurants which have their own personality. This will be our 43rd restaurant, and no two of them look exactly the same, no two of them got the same menu. As a company, we have an unambiguous vision to be the best restaurant group at the top end that there is, or one of the best in the world. It's actually rather quite nostalgic coming to Bristol, having been at university here such a long time ago. It's changed a lot, but I know all the areas here. Next to London, it's the only city I've spent a lot of time in. So yeah, it's rather lovely, I think, to come back. When I first arrived in Bristol, I was in Churchill Hall. The walk across the Downs every day to the university. But my fondest memories, if I'm honest, were of student life here, which was, for me, fantastic. I worked for one of the big firms of accountants, Arthur Young, which then became part of Ernst & Young, now EY. Qualifying as an accountant and all of the disciplines that you learn doing that are really the backbone of how you run a business. After I qualified as an accountant, I worked with a billionaire businessman called Gerald Ronson, who was a great property entrepreneur. And then I worked with Terence Conran, who was a great design visionary. So I worked with two great entrepreneurs who were amongst the best of their generation. And then with my partner David Lowy, we branched out ourselves and set up our own business with D&D. The importance of accounting and finance in business has really changed massively. In my day, when I was studying it, it was more like the business guys ran the businesses and the accountants kept the books. Now, accounting and finance is seen far more central to the running of businesses, and that's because businesses are becoming complicated. We're in a world where there's a lot more emphasis on corporate governance. The companies have got larger, and many CEOs of large FTSE companies are accountants by training. So it is a discipline that is completely at the heart of business, that the kernel of where you make decisions, and often decisions as to whether to open a restaurant like Gloucester House or not, whether to expand into America, which we did fairly early on in our journey in terms of building restaurants, or not, the financial risks of doing so and the rewards. I mean, you really need to have a very good grasp of the financial side of business. You've got to be good with numbers. If your ambition is to be a great entrepreneur and you want to be a great business person, going down the route of studying accounting and finance, I think, is a good route to go to achieve that.